going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I'd like to thank you for coming to my jungle. Now, first of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I a professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give you my opinion. So today, we have got some NFL news for yo AZ, okay? We have Tom Brady getting in bed with the FTX exchange. But before we get to it, I have two stories I would like you guys to check out. If you get the chance, you're going to want to take a look at Algorand Talk with Crypto Nerd. He has Alex Trifonis in there, and he is building the Algo decks, and you're going to want to take a listen if you guys are involved with Algorand, as well as True Perspective Investments. He did a piece on Casino Coin, right? Was able to give me some more insight that I wasn't, privy to yet. But he increased my hyperactive informational FOMO disorder. Yeah, I'm not even sure he really even meant to do it. But the information that came out of his mouth, it increased it. Okay, now, can we get to Tom Brady real quick? What's going on, Tom? We have Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen take equity stake in crypto firm FTX. What is FTX built on? I said, what is FTX built on? Now, why would he choose an ecosystem like this? You know what I mean? Like when you're looking at these projects here, when these celebrities getting involved, especially the celebrities of higher stature that have a lot to lose and their reputation is on the line, don't you think there was some thorough digging? Celebrity couple Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen have taken an equity stake in crypto firm FTX as part of a long-term partnership, marking the duo's newest foray into the world of digital assets. Both Brady and celebrated American football player and Bündchen, a world-renowned supermodel, will serve as an ambassador for FTX, according to the announcement Tuesday. The cryptocurrency exchange declined to disclose their equity stake. Both Brady and Bündchen, a world-renowned supermodel, will serve as ambassadors for the FTX, according to an announcement Tuesday. The cryptocurrency exchange declined to disclose their equity stake, but did say they will both receive an unspecified amount and type of crypto. Bündchen will also take on the role of FTX Environmental and Social Initiatives Advisor, according to the release. This isn't the first time they've been involved in crypto, not the first time that they've thought about it or even used it, which I think makes it a much more natural and authentic partnership, said Bankman-Fried. They're examples of the audiences we'd really like FTX to be a product for. I bet you would, Sam. Let's go. Then you got Tom Brady about 15 hours ago, stoked to partner with SBF, Alameda, and FTX official as we continue building the future of crypto. I hear we're heading to the moon. Wait a minute, did that just come back? Isn't it great watching all these celebrities in Wall Street coming after us? I said, after us? We so early. Now, coming in hot, let me end you off with this.
FTX. Sam, it's good to have you. Yours exchange is the one that Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen now have an equity stake in. What is going on there?
Yeah, it's been super fun working with.
Could somebody get Sam a better t-shirt, please?
I'm talking with them. I think they've been interested in crypto for a while, and they're obviously extremely impressive people. Also really excited to work with them on the charity side.
Yes, I mean, Tom Brady I think was emblematic of how a lot of crypto investors feel this week when he tweeted, "The laser eyes didn't work. Anyone have any ideas?" Were you engaged in these talks, over the last few months? Was this more, I guess what I'm saying is, if he feels a little, burned by the moves in crypto, why are they doing?
You see, it's all fun and games on the stage, but I really, really, really wonder what's being said behind the scenes.
Doubling down on the crypto exchange.
I mean, in the end, you'd have to ask them, but we've been chatting with them for a while, and I hope that he's has confidence that we'll execute well.
All right. And as we know, the business of being a crypto exchange can be very different from simply holding crypto itself, especially depending on where you bought in. So tell us about the business side, Sam. How much volume are you guys doing? What kinds of crypto are you and aren't you exchanging? And what kind of regulatory measures do you think are headed your way?
Yeah, totally. So, the core business model for us is we're a full stack exchange. And so it's not the equivalent of sort of a traditional financial exchange, which is mostly the matching engine. FTX is everything from the matching engine, the custody, the settlement, the risk engine, the mobile app, the website, the API, the customer-facing brand, the compliance solution, and everything packaged into one except for the buyer and the seller.
Come on with it. Did you have a chance to hear that breakdown real quick? That little bit of breakdown showing you all the tools and goodness of FTX exchange. You other exchanges better get on board. You other exchanges better take notes.
We have about 10 to $15 billion per day of volume that trades on FTX, and it's split between a bunch of different cryptocurrencies. Although Bitcoin and Ethereum are certainly the two most traded.
Sam, it's Eamon Javers here. If I could jump in with a question on that.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I love shitcoins too. I love shitcoins, but I've only limited myself to maybe 1 or 2 shitcoins that I'm allowed to play with. When you recognize greatness, when you guys are doing your research on whatever, because it's like, there's over 10,000 cryptocurrencies or somewhere around there, right? You need to dig a little bit harder. That surface research that you guys be doing, you got to cut it out.
So far this hour, we've heard from a former director of the CIA, we've heard from a cybersecurity expert, and we've heard from a United States senator, all talking about the idea of crypto in one way or another being involved in this ransomware and cybersecurity issue that's plaguing corporate America right now.
Yeah.
And I guess
the narrative you're pushing, right? We already know what you guys are doing. You guys in the news, you guys pushing your narrative. We know what it is. You already know cryptocurrency can solve this. You already know digital assets solve this problem. Is this a way to let the masses know or get them ready for what you're about to bring? I don't know. I'm just a monkey, just doing my research.
my question for you is, how do you approach anti-money laundering, and how can you do it at a level, or can you do it at a level that the big banks and the big exchanges can do it?
Well, you talk to the regulators and important people behind the scenes. You make it happen. You get the okay, just enough for now, because when those regulations switch, you'll already be in line because you already spoke to the people about it.
Totally. So, we've been doing, we've had an AML KYC program since day one. We conduct thorough checks on all of our customers, both in terms of who they are and identifying information about them, but also in terms of the blockchain. We contract with services like Chainalysis to, monitor for known suspicious addresses. And in fact, you saw with one of these recent ransomware attacks that there's actually some crypto recovered from it in the end from sort of the bad actor. And one of the powerful things about crypto is there is a public ledger that you can track down. I think it is a much more complicated story when you talk about things like privacy coins, some of which are very, very hard for law enforcement to track down. But most major cryptocurrencies actually give law enforcement lots of different tools to attack this with, as long as the major players in the space are being good actors and are doing their duty in terms of AML.
So that brings up that.
Yeah, I mean, there's all that, but remember, this is also an international kind of global phenomenon. We have users from, over 100 jurisdictions on the platform, and we're regularly in contact with agencies all around the world. And, we will reach out, or they'll reach out, talking about a specific case, but hey, here's some transfer we saw. We think it might be related to someone who's involved in one of our cases. Usually it isn't actually the sort of, the bad act itself. It's rather just related to a person involved in it. And we'll talk about tracking that down and help to the extent that we can. But we're talking about hundreds of agencies because this really is global.
So you talk about hundreds of agencies around the world. How do you coordinate all that? It seems like it's such a complicated subject. The technology here is complicated. Yeah. The law enforcement mystery is as complicated as it's ever been. And I guess
it's not as complicated as you're making it. It's not as complex as you're making it.
The key thing that I'd want to know is, have you actually stopped any crime, do you think? Do you think anything that you've reported so far to any government entity anywhere has stopped a crime in progress?
Oh, certainly. I mean, for one thing, we've just seen people attempting to withdraw to organizations which are themselves pretty bad actors, and we'll block those every time. But we've also had a number of cases where governments have reached out to us. We've worked with them, and whether or not we've been able to stop the crime itself, we may have been able to recover funds from it after it happened.
Thank you for watching Blockchain Monkeys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will all see each other on the moon.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.